is God's child, you know. But no, the Lord only said that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are His chosen people. You know, the Lord said to hell with the so-called Chinese man, Japanese man, and the African man. You know, because they led us astray from Him. They led us astray from our God. That's why you don't know your nationality today. You know, because all those people that I named, they made a tumult in that little secret meeting to overthrow you, brother. You know. Bring it up, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them.
Is that it?
Oh, they that were wise.
That's it. I believe it's 28 and 32. One of those. No, it's not 28 and 32. But overall, yeah, you can get Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Deuteronomy 14 and 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So remember that word holy. You know, the Lord separated you unto Him.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto Himself.
So just like you read about in all the scriptures, the Lord is going to keep repeating that the Israelites are chosen by Him, and that we that peculiar people. You know, and with you knowing that, you gotta return back to the commandments. You know some commandments, brother? You say yeah, no. Get Exodus chapter 20 and verses 12. Connor, you can get Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verses 12. I'm pretty sure you know about the commandments of honor thy father and mother. You know, thou shalt not kill. You know, things of that nature. We're about to bring them up.
Exodus 20 and verse 12. Honor thy father. Honor thy father.
So we gotta honor our fathers. A lot of people don't do that. You know, they think that right there is just a light thing. But a lot of our people despise their fathers. They say, to hell with you, Dad. You know, and things of that nature, like the so-called white man.
And thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal.
Right, so you know what adultery is? A lot of our people do that today. A lot of brothers run around and they justify themselves into sleeping with another man's wife. You know, a brother girlfriend or something like that. They literally rap about it and do all that wickedness. You know, but the Lord told us not to do that. The Lord said, thou shalt not commit adultery. You know? The Lord said that you can't even sit at the same table with another man's wife. You shouldn't even want to do that. You know? Because that's wicked and that's vile. That's disgusting, man. You know? Is that right?
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
You can't bear false witness against your neighbor. You know, if you and your neighbor, you and a brother that look the same as you, if y'all get pulled into the courtroom and you make up a lie and things of that nature, hey brother, you going up. The Lord said don't do those things. And there's 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. So when you check out those flyers, look into it, you know? To show the Most High that you love Him. You know, it's more than that.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant.
So basically, you can't have a strong desire and a strong lust to take your neighbor's wife. You know, to steal your neighbor's things. You know, that's off, man. You know, so, you got that, King? Okay. You get Sirach chapter 19. And you gotta watch out for these women, brother. You know?
That's right.
These women go lead you astray. They go take you away from the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. You know? Right, they go take all your money. I believe that's Sirach chapter 19. When it's going into wine and women. 19 and 2. Oh, praises. Oh, it's close.
Sirach 19 and verse 2.
This is why the Lord told us to stay away from, you know, these wicked women. Because this will happen right here.
Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away. And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent.
And you will become impudent. You know, you will become foolish and a reprobate unto the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, because you letting all these women, you know, rule over your spirit. So you got to stay away from adultery, brother. Stay away from the women that's trying to entice you to go off. You know, that's wicked, brother. You know, so that's another commandment that the churches don't bring out. These pastors, they're not going to tell you to stay away from women. Those pastors in those churches, they over here, you know, either raping women, you know, sleeping with another man's wife, or strongly lusting after a woman that's in their church. And that's off. Come on. So these are some humble commandments that the Most High is giving you right now through the spirit and power of Him. Right? Yes. You know what time your bus gonna be here? Oh, it's coming over there. All right, cool. All right, so we gonna keep bringing out some commandments for you, so you can go hard in this thing, right? Get Numbers chapter 15 verse 37. You know today is the Sabbath day. You ain't know that? Yeah, you can hold that. Get Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 12. These are some commandments that the Lord told Moses to give to our people, our forefathers. You know? Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 12 through the Spirit.
Numbers 15 and 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. Those are fringes, brother. The fringes that he got on right here at the bottom of his garment. The Lord told all of us, the people on this sign, to wear fringes. That's why this brother got them on. That's why that brother got them on. That's why all of us trying our very best to wear fringes. You know, because the Lord commanded us, and we got to do whatever He says.
That's right. Throughout their generation.
Throughout what?
Throughout their generation.
So it's a generational thing. It's not just a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing. It's a generational thing, an everyday thing.
And that they put upon the fringe of the border a ribbon of blue.
That's why you see a border of the ribbon of blue upon all of our fringes. You might not see it because of our jackets, but we got that ribbon of blue because that represents royalty, man. You know, keep going.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So it's basically a physical reminder. You know, it's a physical reminder for us to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and do them. You know. So what's your nationality, brother? African American? See, the Spirit had me ask you that because you was about to say that. So you're an Israelite, brother.
That's right.
You're a Hebrew Israelite, most likely from the tribe of Judah, right. Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Zebulun, Simeon. You know, more willing, brother. So you're an Israelite, brother. You're not African American. Come on, bring it up, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 12. Keep the Sabbath day. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee.
So the Lord said, keep the Sabbath day and sanctify it. You know, because the Lord commanded us. When you read the book of Exodus chapter 20 on down, when you read the book of Exodus chapter 31 on down, the Lord told us to keep the Sabbath day. You know, how do you keep the Sabbath day? We're about to bring it out real quick. We're about to get some laws on the Sabbath day. Get Exodus chapter 20 and verses 8. So we can't do no work on the Sabbath day. And working traits, characteristics of doing work on the Sabbath day is you cooking food on the Sabbath day, you buying and selling, and doing all matters of evil, doing your own pleasures.
Exodus 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So the Sabbath day is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. You know, a day starts at evening. The so-called white men say a day start at 12 p.m., but the Lord said a day start when the sun go down. You know, when you read the book of Genesis chapter 1 and verses 5 on down, you know.
6 days shall thou labor.
So the Lord said 6 days shall you labor. You got 6 days to work and do everything that you want to do, but the Sabbath day keep going.
And do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
So we got to figure out what's some characteristics of doing work on the Sabbath day. Hold that, get Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse, Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 16. You know, like I said, some characteristics of doing work on the Sabbath day is buying and selling. You know, making those transactions upon the Lord's holy day. You know, the Sabbath day is a day of rest. You know, hold that, get Leviticus chapter 23 and verses 3. Okay.
The book of Nehemiah. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 16. There dwelt men of Tyre, also therein which brought fish.
Right, so when you read this, it says there dwelt men of Tyre, also therein that brought fish. You know, so this is going into the history of our forefathers. You know, in our own land, over there in Jerusalem. You know, on the Sabbath day, you had other nations bringing in all types of wear, all types of apparel, all types of fish, you know, all manners of goods, trying to make us buy and sell. They tried to entice us to sin. Keep going.
In all manner of wear, and sold them on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah, and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, what evil thing this have ye done? Meaning that ye done.
So it's an evil thing for us to buy and sell on the Sabbath day. That's all it's getting into. It's the history of Nehemiah getting on our forefathers because they was buying and selling on the Sabbath day. So right here in righteousness, we got to get on you and let you know that buying and selling on the Sabbath day is a very evil thing in the eyes of the Lord.
Right.
You know, it's an evil thing, brother. Now, if you got to get home, well, the bus is free, so you're good. You know, just don't buy and sell, brother.
Yes.
You know, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, no buying and selling. You can't go buy your favorite shoes, your favorite gaming system, the PS5. The Lord said to hell with that, man. Keep your Sabbath day and actually rest, brother.
Yes.
You know? Come on, you can get, so basically, that's one characteristic of doing work on the Sabbath day. Get Exodus chapter 35 and verse 2.
Check it out.
Another characteristic is cooking on the Sabbath day. You know, you can meal prep from Monday to Friday. You know? Get Mark chapter 15 and verse 42. You know, because Thursday sundown to Friday sundown is the preparation day for the Sabbath day. You know, so you literally got time to get all your stuff ready for the Sabbath day. You know?
Mark 15 and verse 32.
Get out.
Oh, Salaki. And 41.
Let's start at 40.
And 41. Who also, when he was in Galilee, followed him and ministered unto him.
Jump down to 42.
And now, when the even was come, because it was the preparation, that is, the day before the Sabbath.
Is what?
Because it was the preparation, that is, the day before the Sabbath.
So the day before the Sabbath is the preparation day. You know, so the Lord told you to prepare all your things the day before the Sabbath day. You know, and you got more days. You know, you got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You got all them days to prepare for the Sabbath day. You know, bring this up, King. Because if you don't prepare for the Sabbath day, the Lord said he will put you to death. You know, when this sun come back and wreak havoc, you're going to be put to death because you didn't keep the Sabbath day. You was doing wickedness on the earth. You know, Jesus Christ is not some white man that's going to come back and give you hugs and kisses, man. You know, he's a so-called melanated man that's going to come back and destroy the wicked.
In the book of Exodus, chapter 35 and verse 32. And to devise curious works to work.
You sure that's it?
It's 2. You said 30, you said 2?
Exodus chapter 35 and verse 2.
Oh, verse 2, Slack. Okay, Slack, got it. The book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 2.
Get out.
6 days shall work be done, but on the Sabbath there shall be to you a holy day.
So, sister, you heard about the Sabbath day?
Yes,
So what's the Sabbath day, sister?
the holy day.
The holy day? What must you do on the Sabbath day, sister? I said, what do you have to do on the Sabbath day to actually keep it?
Be blessed.
Be blessed? How do you be blessed, sister?
That's honor.
All right, so basically, to be blessed, you have to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You know? So what we finna do is, we finna let you know how to keep the Sabbath day real quick. You know, in less than 5 minutes. Get that in the book of, go back to Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. You know? Get Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 21. God. So on the Sabbath day, it's a day of rest. When you read the book of Leviticus chapter 23 on down. You know, when you read the book of Genesis chapter 2, it's a day of rest. You know, how do we rest on the Sabbath day? That's when we put off all of our work. Such as cooking, buying and selling, you know, and doing all manners of wickedness. You know? Bring that up first, King. Jeremiah 17 and 21. Quick on that sword.
Put on them swords.
You get Jeremiah 17 and 21. Hold that. This the Lord said about the Sabbath day.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 21. Thus saith the Lord, take heed to yourselves and bear no burden on the Sabbath day.
What?
And bear no burden on the Sabbath day.
You can't bear no burden on the Sabbath day. When do the Sabbath day come in? Do it come in on Sunday or Monday? When does the Sabbath day come in at?
Any day.
Any day? Did the Lord say that?
Yes.
Get Leviticus chapters 23 and verses 3. Get Genesis chapter 2 and verses 2.
Bring it out.
See, the Lord said the Sabbath day come in on the 7th day. So is the 7th day any day?
No.
Right, so why you say any day, sister? See, sister, see, look, that's why we out here, to let you know the truth. You know, these churches they ain't gonna do nothing but deceive you.
That's right.
That's why the Lord got the mighty man out here to let you know what's going on.
Fish.
You know? Genesis chapter 2 and verses 2. 2 and verses 2. 2 and verses 2. Okay. You can finish. What you want, Leviticus 23?
All right. Leviticus 23 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
6 days shall work be done.
He says 6 days shall work be done.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
So the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest. So the Lord said the seventh day, but you said any day. So do we listen to you or God?
God.
Right. So with that being said, the Sabbath day fall on the seventh day. When does the seventh day kick in? Is it Sunday?
Sunday. No, not really.
Right. So it's Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
Right.
When you observe that calendar, it goes into saying that that Sunday is basically the beginning of the week.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So through the Spirit and power of the Most High, the Sabbath day come in Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
Right.
You know. So throughout the Sabbath day, you can't buy and sell, you can't cook, you know, and you can't do all manners of wickedness in your own pleasures.
Right. Amen.
All praises. So get Deuteronomy 22 and 5. You heard about that commandment about the Sabbath day, but did you hear about this one in church? Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Get 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. Okay. Through the Spirit. And sister, what's your nationality, sister?
Baptist.
Baptist? That's a religion, sister.
Amen.
That's a religion. I asked you what's your nationality.
Oh, my, black.
You said black. That's a color, sister.
What you want? What you want me to say?
You're an Israelite, sister.
That's right.
That's what the Lord called you. You're an Israelite, sister.
It's like,
You're an Israelite, a Hebrew
Okay.
Israelite.
oh, okay.
You know? Get Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5 through the Spirit.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusts in man.
The Lord said, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. Now, you can't trust the so-called white man to tell you that you're a Baptist. Your nationality is being a Baptist. You know, because the so-called white man is going to deceive you and you're going to be cursed at that very moment. You know, because you're not listening to God. God called you an Israelite. God said that you're precious. You know? Bring that out in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Well, go to verse 54. You heard about the fatherless households? Hey, sister. You heard about the fatherless households? You heard about the fatherless households on the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans?
Okay, yeah.
You know that was in the Bible?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Bring it up. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. So God told his chosen people, start up at verse 15. God told his chosen people, hey, y'all gonna be cursed. Y'all will have fatherless households if y'all don't keep the Sabbath day and keep my law, statutes, and commandments. You know, our people didn't keep the commandments. That's why we curse. That's why we have certain things on us like this. Bring this out, King.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto thy voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command him this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord said, if you don't keep my law, statutes, and commandments, I'm gonna curse you. And I'm gonna make sure these curses dwell upon you from generation to generation. You know, get Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 14. I believe that's what I want. You know, so we finna go through the curses, a couple of curses to prove that you're an Israelite.
Okay.
You know, because the Lord is speaking to the Israelites about these curses. I believe that's it.
Leviticus 26 and verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me,
So the Lord basically saying the same thing. If you will not hearken unto him to keep his law, statutes, and commandments, these things will happen.
and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning. Damn, burning.
So basically, the Lord is saying, if you don't keep his law, statutes, and commandments, he's going to appoint over you terror. What nation of people wake up every morning and have terror upon them? You know, that's our people, right?
Yeah.
We gotta fear. Most of our people fearing the so-called white man because he got the power to kick us out the house. You know, he got the power to shoot us down in the streets. He got the power to take our mama. You know, and rape our daughters. You know, he got that power right now. But the Lord put this upon us because we broke his commandments. You gotta remember that. Keep going.
That shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart, and ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemy shall eat it, and I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
He said he would set his face against us if we break his commandments, and we will be slain before our enemies. What nation of people is getting shot down as soon as they get pulled out the damn car?
That's right.
Our people, right? The Lord said this will happen to our people because we broke his commandments. You know, but he's speaking to the Israelites though. He put it in Moses' spirit to speak to the Israelites. And that's fitting us today. Wouldn't that make us the Israelites?
Yes.
Right, so sister, you're an Israelite. You're not a Baptist. You're a Hebrew Israelite, most likely from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
You know? So what you knowing that you're an Israelite, you got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know some commandments? Get Deuteronomy 22 and 5. This is a commandment that they don't bring out in church. You know, because they like to see our sisters dressed up in unmodest apparel. You know, they like to lust after our sisters and do all manners of wickedness. You know, but the Lord told y'all to do this to prevent them things.
Oh.
God. 22 and 5. Bring it up, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. A woman shall not wear which pertaineth to a man, and neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So the Lord said, this is a commandment. The Lord said, woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. What is a woman's garment? A dress, right? What if we had on dresses? Would you look at us weird? If we had on dresses and we was out here teaching the word, what would you call us?
Girl.
Girls, right? So the Lord said a man can't put on a woman's garment, neither can a woman put on a man's garment. So what's a man's garment? Hands, right? So how you think we're looking at you right now? We're not looking at you as, you know, a woman, right? Just like how you didn't look at us if we was wearing dresses as a man. That's the same way, vice versa. You know, so the Lord told you to wear dresses and skirts so you can dress like a woman and look like a woman. You know, because that's an abomination in the eyes of the Lord. Keep reading on that. All right.
It's 5 and 4.
Oh yeah. For all that do are an abomination unto the Lord thy Yahweh.
So the Lord said that's an abomination. You know, because it was an abomination to you. You called us girls because we was wearing dresses, right? So, you know, the pants situation. That's the same thing, sister. You know, that's how the Lord said in 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verses 9, I got to dress in modest apparel. You know? And you got to teach them.
I usually have on a dress.
Oh, praises.
It's just today, I just wanted to wear pants. But I usually have on a dress. I usually wear a dress every day.
Yeah, you got to strive. Get Judith chapter 12 and verse 14. You got to strive to keep these commandments. You got to look up to your foremothers in the scriptures. Judith, Susanna, you know, Rachel, Leah, you know, and Sarah. You got to look up to your foremothers in the scriptures. So what I advise you to do is, when you get home, study up on your foremothers, how they dressed and how they carried themselves. You know, so you can be just like Sarah. So you can be just like the mighty woman in the scriptures. You know? Hold that 12 and verse 14, King. 12 and verse 14.
In the book of Judah, chapter 12, verse 14. Then said Judah unto him, whom I am now that should,
Who am I to gainsay my Lord?
oh yeah, who am I should gainsay my Lord?
So Judith said, who am I to gainsay my Lord? Who am I to go against the commandment that say women shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man? You know? She said, who am I to go against his commandments? Keep going.
Oh, who am I to gainsay my Lord? Okay. And surely whosoever pleaseth him, I will do speedily.
He said, reread that. It says, surely whatsoever.
Yeah, surely whatsoever pleased him, I will do speedily.
She says, whatsoever pleased God, the God of heaven and earth, she would do it speedily. So you got to be just like Judith and do whatever the Most High wants you to do speedily. You know, you got to make haste, sister. We want you to be just like Judith, sister. You know, Sarah. You know, all the righteous sisters in the scriptures. You know, you got a point. Huh? Yeah, hello, Fernandez. Yeah. Yeah, she was going hard, man. She was cutting off the heathen necks. You know, we ain't got women like that today. That's why we need you, sister. You know? Right, man. Right, man. Like the brother said, the feast. We need the sisters for the feast days, man. You know? So yeah, through the spirit and power of the Most High, you're an Israelite sister, and you gotta repent and dress modestly. You know? All praise to the Most High. And he said that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So you wanna make haste, sister.
Yeah.
You know? Is Jesus Christ a so-called white man?
No.
He said no? All praises.
All
right?
praise.
All praises. See, a lot of our people, they say he is so-called white man with blonde, stringy hair, blue eyes, you know? But in the scriptures, it say he is so-called black man with white woolly hair, you know, and red eyes.
Yes.
That's the total opposite,
Yes.
you know? So, if you know Jesus Christ is a so-called black man and you know the truth right now at this very moment, I advise you to go hard because America finna be burnt up,
That's right.
you know? And I'm pretty sure you don't want to be burnt up with it.
No.
Which one of y'all brothers coming up? I'm gonna get this last precept through the spirit. You get Zechariah 14 to 12. Okay. I mean, it's up to y'all.